to take the Freight Rover trophy in a competition open to 3rd and 4th Division clubs. And last night they showed off the cup in a victory parade through the centre of Bristol. But first, the game itself. Mark Dyson was there.
10 o'clock Saturday morning and 250 coachloads of City fans prepare to set off from Ashton Gate. As they drove up the M4, there was a bit of time to prepare a few songs. Altogether, 54,500 people had come along to Wembley. That's almost £300,000 in gate money. The stadium was more than half full, but with the enthusiasm of the crowd, somehow it seemed a lot fuller than that. For most of the footballers, it was the largest crowd they'd ever played before, and they knew it was important to conquer those nerves quickly. City got off to a shaky start and Bolton had several near misses, most of them masterminded by their aggressive striker George Agani. But after 20 minutes or so, the tide turned and Bolton were on the defensive. A free kick almost produced a goal from Robert Newman. Then, 2 minutes before half-time, another free kick. Hutchinson jumps and Riley hits it home. The second half, Brian Williams passes to Steve Neville. Neville tries for goal, but Pritchard finishes it off. Goal number 3 came 8 minutes before the final whistle. Walsh to Pritchard. Pritchard to Neville. A perfect cross to Riley, who heads it into the net. That was it, the final score 3-0, and City went up to collect their trophy, presented by Jimmy Greaves and Ian St John, alias the Saint and Greavesy. Skipper Bobby Hutchinson holds it aloft and the crowd goes wild. Then a lap of honour with the players taking it in turns to hold up the trophy. Steve Neville named man of the match. Howard Pritchard and manager Terry Cooper. Like everyone else from Bristol, Cooper was absolutely elated, as he told me afterwards.
I don't think I've ever been as emotional in my career. I think when we arrived in the coach, I was crying. And when the lads ran out, I started again, and at the final I couldn't stop because it's our team. You know, it's mine and Clive's team, and the people of Bristol's. And they were terrific. I can't, honestly, I'm going to start crying again, which is embarrassing.
Like, to come here and win 3-0 and get man of the match, it's probably the best thing I've ever had.
Were you nervous?
Obviously, yeah. It's you walk in like and you look around and it's unbelievable. Yeah, you know, we come here yesterday for a training session and there was nobody in here, but there was atmosphere then. You know, it just sort of itches. You walk up the tunnel.
It's been a wonderful day. Gaffer said enjoy it. He says because it goes so quick. We come down Friday and we trained on the pitch, and the lads couldn't believe how good a surface it was. You know, like we've got a good pitch at home, but there were no divots on it, there were no big ruts or anything.
Well, can you take us through that first goal?
Yeah, I don't know who played it in. It was an high ball, and the boss had told us to follow everything in because the keeper were a bit dodgy on crosses. And Bobby Hutchinson, who gets up so well, got up well. Then I'd just seen it coming, so I hit it on the half volley, side footer really. So that was the first one. And then little Nev, I think it was Brian who knocked a good ball down line for Nev. Did a little bit of magic, looked up, and I pulled away from the defender, come far post, and just got to place my header. Probably say I'm not a good header, like, but it was one of the best headers I've ever scored today.
And so, yesterday afternoon, the triumphant team showed off their hard-earned trophy to the people of Bristol. Driving in an open-topped bus, the lads processed from Ashton Gate to the North Somerset Show at Ashton Court, and from there to the centre of Bristol. Having had a taste of Wembley, the team are now determined to go back again next year for another stab at the Freight Rover trophy, and who knows, maybe even the FA Cup.
I think they got a good chance. Well done, lads. Of course, I'm wearing the wrong colour tonight, sorry.